Cuda, where art thou, Cuda? Dodge promised to show a car during Q1 of 2022, promised to show the Hornet that we all know exists, delayed power brokers for several months, and gave us a new garage door with a Hellcat highway sign recently for its never getting started, never lift program. With people having issues ordering their jailbreak and stage kits still not shipping, it hasn't been a whole lot of exciting things coming from Dodge lately. But what if I told you Maserati actually has just the updates we need to prove I was right about a 1300 horsepower tri-motor EV coming from Dodge? So enough of this depressing fluff, let's get to Maserati revealing stuff. Long story short, last year I said that this car that I'm dubbing the Cuda will have up to 1300 horsepower, be a tri-motor, and make fake EV sounds. But as I've said in other videos, I believe the next gen Challenger will be based on the Maserati GranTurismo. Maserati would call their EV version a Folgore, and I believe Dodge would call their Challenger EV version the Cuda. What's interesting between these two cars is that they have both been delayed within the same time frame. Dodge was supposed to show an EV last year, but Tim Knissen has said because of pending patents, Dodge will wait until 2022 to unveil the newest, fastest Dodge EV ever. Back in March, new EV patents were found, and magically this car makes an appearance a few days later. So now, the clock is ticking for Dodge. No Cuda or Demon EV on the 5-year anniversary of the Demon, nothing at the New York Auto Show, but the beautiful thing Maserati has just done with the Folgore GranTurismo is confirm some very important numbers: horsepower, the number of EV motors, top speed, and 0 to 60 times.
The Stellantis platform has outstanding fundamentals, allowing for a variety of wheel sizes, suspension heights, and widths. All these components are out of the way, allowing us to do just about whatever we want on the top surface. Now we're working on these vehicles together, which allows us to share some of the most costly components in a way never before done. So 8 vehicles are now being created that will come to market in the next 3 to 5 years.
In order to extend the life of our platforms well into the next decade.
Starting with horsepower, the GranTurismo Folgore will have over 1200 horsepower confirmed. We don't have the exact number, but it won't be over the 1,326 horsepower I said last year because Stellantis has already given us the specs for their EV motors during the EV Day live stream. We know from the slide that they plan on having between 150 and 330 kilowatt motors available for this platform, so that translates roughly to 200 to 442 horsepower per electric motor. I'll put up on the screen all the horsepower numbers based on the EV motor specs of the possible EV level combinations. I've said this a while ago, but I do expect the horsepower to be software limited and that you can probably go through your Uconnect app and pay for an over-the-air update that will unlock more horsepower or range just like Tesla has done. Basically like a stage kit for your EVs.
We will give our customers the ability to upgrade their vehicles in real time. Here are a few examples. Dodge is developing performance upgrades, launching actually next week, including driver-tunable software that will deliver an immediate horsepower boost. And with the all-new Tonale, the instrument cluster will become part of the brand new human-machine interface. For our Ram pickup owners, customers can increase the capability of their truck to handle greater loads.
Maybe Dodge takes another page out of Tesla's book and build all the cars pretty similar to each other, and then just allow you to pay later to unlock the extra horsepower and range. So how does the GranTurismo Folgore deliver 1200 horsepower? It does this by a tri-motor setup with 1 motor in the front, 2 in the rear. So that confirms that a tri-motor will be coming to the Challenger and Charger, or really any performance vehicle such as the Ram 1500 EV that we also know is coming. It looks like Stellantis is going to follow Dodge's trend of building heavy vehicles and having to throw a lot of power at it in order to get the old girl moving. And that brings me to the 0 to 60 time. We don't have an exact 0 to 60, but apparently Maserati has said that it will be under 3 seconds. I'll just call it at 2.5 seconds just to have a number to go by. That's too slow if Dodge wants to compete against the Model S Plaid. Dodge will have to get 1.9 0 to 60 in the new Cuda, and a new advanced suspension is how they're going to get there. If you looked at my video about the next Hellcat variant, I posted the quarter mile times of all the Hellcats. The Demon gained almost a 1 second quarter mile time over the Superstock with just 40 more horsepower and better suspension technology. Apply that to the Folgore GranTurismo, we will for sure see a 1.9 0 to 60 and better than the Demon's 9.65 second quarter mile time, and hopefully better than the 9.2 seconds from the Tesla Model S Plaid. Top speed for the GranTurismo Folgore is expected to be in the 190 mph range. The Dodge Demon was electronically limited to 168 mph because of the tires it came with from the factory. Switch to the race ECU and get some higher speed rated tires, and the Demon can go over 200 mph. Interesting question I have is, would Dodge bring back the Demon crate? They took the prep drag surface, skinny tires in the front, and 100 octane fuel for the Demon to get a 9.65 second quarter mile time. In order for Dodge to take back its crown from the Tesla Model S Plaid, it'll have to beat its quarter mile time of 9.2 seconds. And this is where the advanced active suspension will come into play. This new suspension is brand new from the ground up with 8 active shocks, most likely being developed by Bilstein, just like they did with the TRX. And this system is designed to lower the car to the ground, most likely similar to Tesla's Cheetah mode. The Demon front wheel lift during launches won't make any sense with the Cuda since it will be all-wheel drive and would effectively lose 442 horsepower from its front EV motor. But if you look at the pictures of the GranTurismo, you can see the brakes popping through the wheels. And that is a clear sign that the new suspension is not on this car. The new advanced suspension will have the braking system mounted inbound directly to the EV motors. So this explains why this car won't be in the low 2 second 0 to 60 range. But it won't stop there. Check out my Dodge suspension video where I talk about the new patents showing these EVs will come with a lot of new tech and features such as 4-wheel steering, or also known as the recent Hummer EV's crowd walk mode, turning all 4 wheels. Instead of 1 shock per axle, we'll see 2 shocks per axle with an enhanced ride control, and the use of the same suspension components for the front and the rear of the vehicle. Stellantis will design the front and the rear subframe of the Stellar Large vehicles to be interchangeable. So we have the possibility of a quad motor setup, rack and pinion steering on the front and the rear, and leaf springs, sway bars, and shocks that could be the same exact part on both ends of your vehicle. You can check out my breakdown of this game-changing suspension right here.